Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Long time no see. I really haven't made a video here lately. No particular reason. Just been busy, I guess. One man show. Anyway, 2010 Dodge Grand Caravan. This one here is a wheelchair. I guess you call it the wheelchair conversion. So these people here, they want to hang on to this vehicle. What's going on is, not going to go into a lot of details on this, but what is going on with it is that the torque converter clutch is staying locked up, and it really, it doesn't release. It wants to die in gear. When you put it in gear, I should say, it works fine in reverse, but it does not go into forward. Oh my lord, does not go into forward when you mashing onto the brake, down on the brakes. Sorry, tongue tied today, I guess. We got some significant leaks on these. On this, my God, I can't talk today. Sorry about that. Anyway, easy. So, long story short, it's going to get for one, we're going to change transmission fluid because the fluid looks pretty bad. I hope we're not going to hurt it. We're going to change this little unit right here. This is a pressure solenoid. Don't know exactly what technical is, but anyway, right there. That is your Mopar number, and we'll have to remove the side case. So what I've done so far, I removed the transmission cooler lines. I removed the battery and the battery tray. I'm going to go ahead and pull the oil pan real quick. I've got a filter, and I cannot tell you, this is way too tight. I'm surprised they don't break, if one of them don't break. Anyway, I don't know if this is available aftermarket. I am not going to fiddle around with aftermarket crap because there's too many unknowns right now. If it's still not working, I'm not going to be, I'm going to second guess if my solenoid's going to be good or not. So I opted to go with all Chrysler stuff. We got the Chrysler fluid, we got the Chrysler filter, we got everything from Chrysler. So that being said, this is where I'm at now. These things was crazy tight. Like I said, I don't know what the deal is with that. They're 8mm headed. Or in other words, an M6 bolt. This does not have a gasket, it's sealer. This is sealed by sealer. That's what they did, and they way over tightened it. Thing really is crazy tight. You gonna do that job, you might get wet. So these top two, we'll want to be cautious with those and not loosen them up very much. So now I'm gonna break seal and make a mess. I gotta give them that, they do have it sealed. I thought I had it in the right spot, but I only made a little bit of a mess, which is good. This does not smell burnt. It's a little bit on the dirty side, but I'm just tickled that it doesn't have a stench to it. I was actually kidding when I said I'm going to make a mess. I really wasn't planning on making a mess, but I had a feeling it might happen. So that's the lower cover right there. And while that is draining some more, I'll get you a filter number. I guess I should have showed you that. That is our Mopar parts. Yeah. So we're going to have us a look-see. See what's going on in the pan. Well, it's definitely got material in on the magnet, but not what I would consider super bad. This vehicle has got about 113 or 130,000 miles. Can't remember, one of the two. Let me pause you up for just a second. I'm going to fire that washer up. Or actually, I'm not. I guess I'm going to go ahead and start loosening some of these bolts here. Same on this pan right here. They got like a couple of 10 millimeter, and then they're mostly, the rest of them mostly 8. Well, not mostly, they are 8. These pans here come off without doing a bunch of removal and other stuff. This is way too tight, way too tight. Crazy tight right there. Those are the people. You know, I know we always hear that stuff from some of you guys about using a torque wrench and all that good stuff, and that right there makes a difference. You know, I don't need a torque wrench to know these here are way too tight, you know. I mean, it goes without saying, if I have to rip on my little ratchet like that, that's too tight. Definitely gonna have to loosen them up. Oh man, that's just crazy. Well, that was a 2-inch extension. I'm gonna go up to a 4. I'm actually gonna switch ratchet as well. Get my longer ratchet on it, and I don't know if the 4 will go in. No, the 4 is too long. Let's see if I can grab it with that. These here, 62TE, I guess those of you that own it, you already know these don't have a dipstick. I'm not going to reinvent the wheel here. There's videos on how to make a dipstick. If you're interested, look it up. There's plenty of people that have done it. There's no need to me trying to explain it to you. This is a matter of changing the solenoid. You know, that's what I wanted to, mainly what I wanted to show in the video, and that's what we're going to do. Let me try another combination. 4 with a short, or short 8. Maybe, just maybe, I'll get that in there a little bit better. Yeah, that's not ideal, but that could work. Good Lord. So now keep in mind that some of these, they can be done from topside. I might feel mighty stupid in a minute when I realize it's much easier to do it from the top. That is a possibility. Just for the sake of doing that right there, let's do away with that ground strap. I'll spit that out in a second. Wow. I guess they didn't want that to go anywhere. Get that cable out of the way. There's a lot of dirt on this thing. Gotta be very careful not to get dirt inside of it. It goes without saying, kind of, sort of. You know, I shouldn't have to say that, but I'm saying anyway. So this is kind of out of the way now. 6 quarts. You're gonna have to have 6 quarts of fluid. So I can't tell you that part. This vehicle here is a tad bit forward, so I get some good drainage out of it. Can't see the filter yet. Guys, I'm on a, okay, so here's the deal. You kind of see where I'm at right there, okay? So we got all these bolts right here. We got a new eye plug. I'm going to turn the camera off, or pause the camera, I should say, for this one here, and turn the camera back on when I get the pan off, get that in the washer and all that good stuff. I'm not going to lie. Oh, T25, 2 bolts hold the filter in, okay? So you'll need to know that. Not going to lie, the filter media inside, it was pretty bad. So that's seen better days, but anyway, it is what it is. We're going to try to get it going. Now, I'm going to probably catch some grief over this one, but I'm going to tell you, here's my opinion on that. if the seal doesn't feel wore, if the filter sits in pretty tight, I would recommend not even messing with that. You can put the new filter right back on, and odds are you're going to be perfectly fine. So we can see here, it's like really hard to get that filter in there. So that seal is good. I'm not going to beat around on this transmission to change a seal that most people or some people scream, oh, you got to change it, you got to change it. No, you don't. Not in my opinion anyway. This is pretty tight in there. So to me, there's no need in changing that. You know, there's nothing wrong with that seal. That seal is still working perfectly good. Take it or leave it. I mean, if you want to change it. Make sure you have a driver for it. It could be problematic if you don't. That's just my opinion. There's one T25. There's another T25. Now, I can also tell you, one thing you're going to find is that transmission is going to drain for days. Odds are it's not going to quit for a long time. So you just have to clean what you need to clean, do what you got to do basically, and move on from there. I'm going to remove the silicone, and at this point in time, the pen is going to go back on. I know a lot of people probably say, I would wait, but I'm not going to wait. I'm going to put it on right now because I want this thing sealed back off, at least there on the bottom part, and that'll be that. Like I said, it's vitally important to make sure that you don't get dirt in a transmission. I mean, these things here, they're not super duper good transmissions in the first place, and you really don't want to get a major amount of dirt in it. I mean, we can try to stop it right there, but I'm telling you, it ain't gonna stop running. It's gonna run and run and run and run. So anyway, I'm pause you back up. So I ain't gonna lie to you though, as far as this job is concerned, if I'm missing this one, that's gonna be on me, because I'm gonna be honest. I went by the knowing that I've done these before, and I had no codes in this vehicle at all. I mean, there was nada. They literally just had this happen, and they stopped and had it towed over here. So give me a call, had it towed over here. So I'm gonna eat this time if that doesn't fix the problem. Judging by the shape of the fluid, I would say that probably is the problem, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. My luck ain't always that good.
I'll be back, Dad.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one we cannot get like that. Alright, so anyway, I'm gonna pause you back up. So I'm gonna give you a shot at the top here. Like I said, you don't have to do this. I got my cooler lines here. I've undid my battery and the battery tray, disconnected some wires. Now we're going to pull the plug, get the other two bolts out of here, and that pan is going to be free. All right, so pause you back up. I just wanted to give you a shot of that so you don't complain that I didn't show it. I'm fixing to blast this thing with some air, make sure that anything loose is actually gone. I'm really sorry about the noise, but I wanted to show you that everything in the whole entire area here where something could get knocked off in there, whatever, we want to clean all of that. So that's what I just did. When you're looking on top here, on top of the plug right there, you pull this tab. Then you can move this lever. That lever goes forward, but you have to pull back and move forward at the very same time in order for that to come undone. They're kind of a little bit on the tricky side. Almost forgot. That coolant tank just lifts out of there. Makes it give you a lot more room. So this is going to be continued. Anyway, T25 or whatever that is, then you have to be careful with that plug. Inspect the wire. Make sure that wire ain't bad. Seal should be good. They rarely leak in my experience, but that ain't saying much either. This aluminum coolant line, by the way, lift it up and you have to ding, if you can ding your exhaust a little bit or loosen it up on the flange, but you have to put a gasket on it. So either way, it does flex just a little bit, but not much, but you can get the covers out, obviously, or I wouldn't have been able to do so. Alright, so give you a little bit of a close-up. So that's what that looks like when it's all back together. Got the coolant reservoir back in it. I did loosen the exhaust up, got it all bolted back up, got our lines, our cooler lines hooked back up. Of course the plug in the ground is back in it. Obviously it wouldn't be working, so I'm not going to go through there right now. Sorry about the shaking there, ladies and gentlemen. Not going to go through the whole process showing you that switch actually did fix the vehicle. Well, what the heck? Why not? Why not? Why not? So before, when you put it in reverse, it does this. It's like normal, but then you put it in drive, it's going to kill the engine. It did that before, you know, it killed the engine. As soon as you put it in drive, it's like, it won't take off. So now we've got no more problem. Trust me, it would move forward if I let off the brake, by the way. Put 5.5 quarts in it. Of course, this is a matter now of using the scan tool with the temperature, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, if you do need a dipstick, they can be made. There's plenty of information on YouTube on how to do it. You go to any junkyard and get you a get you a dipstick out of an old engine or something like that. You're home free. So I guess that's really about it. I'm gonna try to find out what these what that noise is. Their belt noise, bearing noise, or whatever it is. Alternator, I think it's alternator, but anyway. Like I said, this is a handicapped van. It's a conversion, so these people want to really hang on to it. So anyway, like, subscribe, leave some comments in the comment section. Tell me what you would do wrong, what you would do different, what I did wrong, whatever. We'll see you on the next one.